Welcome to Tea Time, the South Yorkshire Kill Team podcast. Grab a brew, lock in your tack ops, and let's talk Kill Team. Hello, tea drinkers. It is that time again where two idiots, or one idiot, looks at the data slate changes for Kill Team.
Yeah,
Hooray!
new data slate. Very exciting. We're trying to be quick to the punch today. We've got a very rough and ready PowerPoint, which is about the quality
Yes.
you can expect from us at this point.
Yes.
So yeah,
It's the basic font that I like the most.
Johnny, what font do we use again, mate?
It's gaggling, isn't it? Is that the
I'm,
font?
I'm, I'm yeah. Insert here.
It's a joke here.
Okie dokie.
Anyway,
I've got the wrong date
go.
on this PowerPoint. Oh well, it's fine.
We are doing well here, aren't we?
It's
We're
fine.
doing
I didn't
well.
think to change the date. We'll ignore the
Well,
date.
just confuse everyone.
We'll just confuse everyone. That's fine.
Go.
This is obviously it is July. So things first. The two little core rules erratas that we got was to guard. So if you have guarded, now you cannot counteract. So if an operative has gone on guard, resolved the guard, they can no longer go on counteract, which is interesting.
Well, let's look at doing this a different way, right? So you understand stuff. I don't understand stuff. So as we go through this, if you guard, an operative cannot counteract. So to me, as the local idiot in the room, I think this is a massive nerf. So this means all your elite teams, your Angels of Death, Plague Marines, blah blah blah, you name them, they've all of a sudden lost a lot of potential to stop them from moving, dashing, shooting, or move, dash, guarding, move, dash, counteracting, guarding on counteract, all these different bits. To me, that's a massive nerf.
Yeah, I mean, it's specifically said, which obviously we've not included here because it's been a little bit rough and ready. It's specifically to the last paragraph of guard, which means that if you resolve the guard, you cannot counteract. So if you're guard and you're just sat there and you don't think you're gonna get any targets, you can still counteract, which is still quite good. It just removes the thing of I move, I shoot, I go on guard, I resolve the guard, and then I shoot again.
Yeah. I think it's needed.
It's a needed change. I think it's good. I mean, guard has slowly been getting nerfed for elites, where with the counteracts being words. Guard and counteract have been slowly getting nerfed for elites. I think it's good because obviously we've got the alleged elite meta that everybody's decrying, so it's good. Good change. I'm quite happy with it. The interesting one though is the next one, which obviously is a wording change. Apparently, I actually think it's quite a huge nerf because this is not how anyone I know was playing Severe, which is that Severe triggers for devastating and piercing crits, but it doesn't work for rending and punishing, which is a huge nerf to Goremongers and Exaction, who rely on that rending from Severe quite a lot. So suddenly the Goremonger's ploy to get Severe is a lot worse because it used to be 2 crits guaranteed. Now it only gets you 1.
Yeah.
And obviously punishing nerf huge for the Exaction shenanigans where they get a lot of stuff that gives them Severe, which used to. I guess it never was meant to trigger their punishing rules.
Well, as the number 1 Exaction player in the world, I
all right, Johnny, simmer down, mate. Simmer down.
This is a thing. I don't think it breaks anything. I don't think it dramatically does. It just takes some of the way of the guarantee, which I think is one of the strong points of this type of thing. So yeah, it is a nerf, but I think it's livable.
It's certainly livable. It's a bit of a shame, but here's why it's.
Yeah.
Anyway, sweet. So first of the team changes, with some sweeping nerfs, I think, to Angels of Death. So I've summarized this a little bit more, just to try and make it as easy as possible.
That's bigger than sweeping.
So Jeweler, you no longer get the double parry on the crit.
Goodbye.
Which a lot of people will be very happy about. I'm actually thinking that this is an over nerf. I think Angels of Death are going to be quite weak now. Jeweler being one of their main things, and they've not really received any buffs to supplement that. And on top of that, now the Sergeant's Doctrines. So if you've got the Assault Sergeant, you have the Assault Doctrine and Tactical Doctrine, and you used to be able to do either of them for free every turn. Now you can only do each one for free once. So turn 1, you could do Tactical Doctrine for free, and then turn 2, you could do Assault Doctrine for free. But if you want to do Tactical or Assault Doctrine again after you've already played them once for free, you then have to pay.
Yes, this is massive. But I also think this is there's new toys coming. Let's make the old toys
Slightly
not
worse.
as fun.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Sergeant nerf is not that big of a deal in my opinion. The team aren't a very CP intense team, so you paying that CP is not going to be huge. I don't think really. The biggest thing for me is that the Heavy Gunner now has a 5-inch move. Woohoo! He's playable fine.
Yeah, he's now not an auto not pick.
Yeah, well now we can actually move
was.
over the stronghold walls.
Yeah.
He couldn't move over stronghold walls before. Now he can. He's playable.
Yeah, it was difficult. I think it was difficult for him.
It's good to see. I think they've been over nerfed a little bit too much, but that is what it is. My voice is going. Hot damn.
Yes, it's all these changes.
Changes.
Cool. Next.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. I actually don't think brood nerfs are that big. We've already had a few brood players in the community crying.
As someone who is looking to brood, the Insidious Turning Point 1 is the big one, I think. Spiritual 1 rule per strike gambit requires visibility. Yeah.
So what the Insidious change is it's removing the Alpha Strike. Generally speaking, they want the Alpha Strike gone.
Yeah, because Alpha Strikes are unfair. Yeah.
They've also made quite a few changes across the board to all the Get Down Mr. President. So the Brood Devotion, which is the Brood's Get Down Mr. President, now requires visibility, which I think is a really good change. It's going to make it
definitely should happen. Definitely should be a thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really good. So requiring visibility for that makes sense. So the nerf to the Magus is that the spiritual leader, instead of just getting all of the buffs, you select one every turn. So you can either ignore the piercing, you can ignore injury, or you can ignore APL stat modifiers. You can't ignore all three now, which is good because it means you're actually making some more tactical choices with them. I think it's a very good change. I like it a lot.
Yes, increasing the skill ceiling, which is exactly what these guys needed. I think they needed a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some critical decision making to be there. I mean, before the Magus was just an auto take because of having all three of those buffs in one shot just for his existence is insane.
I'd be interested to hear J Train's conversation about this.
I think most brood players will be fine. I think if you're a brood aficionado, you won't mind this that much.
I also know some people who said if they nerf them too much, I'm never playing. So it'd be interested to see where that line is from people.
I don't think they're over nerfed. The last thing for them is the mastermind change for the Primus, which is that you can only do your dice manipulation once per battle per option. So still very good because generally speaking, I don't think many people will use it. Oh, sorry, Jesus. We're using the Primus's dice mods too much, so I think it's fine. Again, I think they've been slapped, but they're not good. Slaps are not good. Chaos Cults. I've not coloured in one of these options because we were going quickly. So we have Exaltation Pain, used to ignore all stats mods from injury. Now it only ignores the hit stat. It's still the most crucial bit, but now you're actually punished for being injured because you're going to be less mobile. Good change for Chaos Cults. The Nick Collins nerfs, as we like to call them around these parts.
Yeah, and the Nick. Yeah, shout out to Nick.
Yeah, we love Nick. And then Barbed, it's now the first time you strike during that sequence that you do the extra damage, not every time, which is really big because being able to just charge into a big group with one of your torments and then hit and do D3 damage to everyone in the combat and then hit again and do D3 damage to everyone in the combat was just too good. You could kill 3 operatives with 1 torment with some halfway decent rolls. So yeah, good change. They're not nerfed too much. They'll still be good. Nick Collins will still be fucking rolling his cult out and slapping me every time I go to a tournament that he's at.
Decimated, yeah, decimating everyone and everything. Yeah,
He's yeah. I'll get a win against him one day. One day. So Star Striders.
Yep.
Star Strider just had some wording changes. It's just clarified they get ceaseless instead of balanced for both their merciless and their disciplinarian stuff.
They're on their way out.
They're on the way out. It's almost like none of the classified teams have really had any changes. Goremongers. They have had quite a big nerf to Sanguine Vitae. They've also obviously been nerfed through the core rules with the clarification that Severe doesn't work on rending. So it's important to know that as well. But obviously now the Sanguine Vitae only regenerates D3+1 instead of the 2D3, which is going to be quite a big nerf to them. Meaning that healing's going to go way down. I think they're still going to be quite good into the matchups that they're good into. It's just going to make them harder into a list that will whittle them down a little bit more. They've maintained the damage mitt on all fighting, which is crazy still. I think they'll still be okay, but yeah. And then the Just a Scratch on the leader has been brought down to the regular Just a Scratch standard on normal damage only.
Yep, it needs to be that silly, but yeah.
Yep. It's really good. Good changes for that as well. Hand of the Archon, we've had some more wording clarifications. So for Cunning, the operative needs to be in the kill zone. It's fair. Most rules are like that. And then Power from Pain. As someone who's not a Hand of the Archon player, I don't entirely know what this is trying to clarify. But let me have a quick goosey gander at Hand of the Archon and see if I can't thing here. So for the faction rules, so you can stimulated sensors, which is the one that lets you reroll one of your dice. So you can do that once per activation in addition to another invigorate. So, okay, cool. So that's a good change. So you can reroll with your Power of Pain and you can do another thing as well.
Yep.
That's fine. That's good clarification there. Salvage has got a lot of clarifications as well. I guess some people have been arguing that firepower meant that you couldn't change your stats mid-action, which would mean that if you were on guard, for example, and someone was outside of 6, moved into 6, and then you took the shot, people were probably arguing that you wouldn't get the additional ballistic skill from proximate, which obviously was not the intention, so they've clarified that. Fair enough. And then, again, they've clarified a couple of things around operatives needing to be in the kill zone for tactician and ancestors. It seems like they're doing a lot of that kind of clarification this balance pass, which is cool. It's good. Good clarifications. Fine. We're not going to dwell on salvages too long. Higher attack. Thank God they've killed them. They're not killed them. They're still very good. So no longer command on counteract, which is really good. So no more you do everything with all your dudes, and then your Chronomancer makes a dude do a thing on counteracts, which is good. Time Splinter, the ability that I despise more than anything, is now a 5-inch teleport. They've clarified that comms only works on the first part of the ability, which is what we obviously have been running for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it can't be used on the first turning point, or if already used that turning point by another operative. So you can't double teleport with Time Splinter.
I think's good.
It is good.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction. Is it enough?
No, absolutely not. They're still going to be S tier. I don't think this nerfs them at all. Like the team are just ridiculous. They need to do something about the kill up. Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, I mean, when you play higher tech, you can just play kill up and basically guarantee that you'll outscore your opponent on it every time. It's rough.
Yeah. Yep.
Underclade have actually got a little buff, so you can now take up to 7 Sicarians or Skitari Gunners combined. So you can run a lot of Sicarians now, which is interesting. Not for all of the 2 Underclade players that there are out there. And then the On-Fire's Imperative has removed the D3+1 damage that your friendly operative would take when it's used. So,
yep, makes sense.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, classified team is classified and doesn't get much changes. So,
yep, on its way out.
Breachers, a huge
Massive.
buff. I will be painting up some breaches soon for my visitorial agents. I've got a fun kit bash in mind to do with some of the.
Yeah, I didn't think about even though this really helps breaches out, it dramatically helps Inquisition out.
It does help Inquisition. I still wonder if breaches are going to be an option for Inquisition, like a genuine, oh, these are now worth taking. Because they are still hitting on 4s. You still only get 5 of them.
I think got 9 wounds?
8 wounds on most of them. 11 wounds on the Endurant, which is the one that you'd probably be wanting to take the most. And 9 wounds on the Gunners. So it basically means they're slightly more durable Kazakin that hit. So
you can't use their ability of auto hitting, can you? Auto critting, whatever it's called.
Breach.
They had a ploy, didn't they?
Yeah, you can't use breach as ploys. So whichever ploys that they have for what it's worth, for the you can't use those. But the fact that they buffed the wound stats directly on the operator is really, really big for Inquisition, because it means that obviously it's buffed pretty much everyone's wound stats. I think the only things that haven't been affected, which obviously is a little bit misleading with me saying all wound stats increased, are the Cat and the Geist Skull are both still 5 wounds. But I think everybody else has had a wound added to their stat card, at least. Like the Endurance 11, the Hatch Cutters 8, Gunners 8, 9, like I said. The Leader is 9. It's a very big buff. Big buff. I'm going to see how... It's going to be interesting seeing breaches how they do.
Yep. I like breaches.
Yeah, I like breaches. Legionary. So Fickle Fates, weapons have the balance rule, but they don't get relentless if they already have balance like they used to. Blood for the Blood, you now go up to a maximum of 7 damage in your melee weapons. And Implacables had a really weird change where they've changed the paragraphs around, and then the Nurgle keyword has moved to the other paragraph. So Nurgle now ignore injured with Implacable, but all Legionary ignore piercing now, or piercing gets reduced to piercing crits. It's interesting. Again, classified team going to classified. I don't think any of this is going to change that much.
Classified going to be classified.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Blood for the Blood God thing is good because it means that the sword on the Leader is not one-shotting 8 wound models anymore. So that's pretty good.
I often wonder whether or not they're using this to test stuff for future teams.
It is a possibility, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're not playtesters. We'll use the John Reese defense. We don't fucking know.
Yeah, we don't.
Nemclaw.
If it was a crit video, we would have guessed fucking 10 things already.
That's true.
I told you. Crit's very good at guessing stuff. Shout out to Crit, man.
Yeah, we love Crit. I love Crit. Love Crit's videos. Fun times. Nemclaw. Midnight Clad, now 8 inches instead of 6. This is very interesting because now Auspexes are not as useful, technically. Because a lot of the Auspexes were moving obscuring within 8 inches. So it means, like, Angels of Death, for example, you don't need to take the Auspex equipment into Nemclaw anymore.
Yeah.
Weird.
Good.
Weird, right? Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Change to Darkness, you can't move more than 4 inches, so that's going to stop the some of the shenanigans you could do where you move up, shoot someone, and run out of range as a gambit, as a ploy or whatever, trap ploy I think it is. And now your Prescience tokens, are they tokens? Prescience points, whatever they're called.
Yeah,
you discard all of them at the end of the turn, so now you can actually kind of get messed up by rolling badly on your prescience rolls because suddenly your Leader might not be easy just to scratch every turn if you want to get that CP that he generates. So
yeah, I think our resident number 1 to Nemesis Claw, Mr. Tom Shaw. I'm sure Tom's not going to be happy.
No, of course he's not. I don't think Nemclaw needed the nerf, but it's going to be interesting.
Oh, they definitely did. Oh, they definitely did. Definitely.
No, we didn't need to nerf Tom. We didn't need to nerf Tom. How's he going to win tournaments now? What's going on?
How's he going to win? I bet all the Deadwood crowd are clapping their hands together now, though.
Yeah. He's been doing well with him. I think it won't affect him that much, to be honest. With how Tom plays him, I think this is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tom Shaw, by the way.
Yeah, we love Tom. Everyone we shout out, we love. It's great.
That's all I do nowadays is shout people out.
I know it is, Johnny. I know it is. So Novitiates, Blazing Inferno. Now you have to inflict damage with a crit, not just retain a crit.
Yep.
I think Novitius always had it, but it's a wording clarification, I think, to bring them in line with the Sanctifiers changes, which will be coming later. Yeah, a classified team going to classified.
A team going to classify.
Pathfinders.
Yep.
Again, they're removing the Alpha Strike. Can't recon sweep turn 1. Grav Inhibitor is a bit weird and wordy. So now, instead of reducing the movement by 2, you treat the distance as an additional 2-inch. But you also ignore additional distances from obstructing and accessible terrain rules. So if you're climbing over something, the Grav Inhibitor doesn't inhibit you further. And if you're going through a door, the Grav Inhibitor doesn't inhibit you further. You just take the 2 inches from the Grav Inhibitor, which is interesting. It did need a nerf because it was way too strong. Classified team, going to classified. Yeah.
Yep.
Phobos. So now their reroll on deadly shots, you have to be more than 6 inches away from them. So that stops the really aggressive play from Phobos, where you just sprint up and go double shoot over a barricade. Now you've got to be 6 inches away to get your reroll. It's a minor nerf. I think Phobos needed gutting, but hey.
These guys affected by the rules one with Rendin and Severe or whatever it was?
No, because most of their guns are lethal 5. So
they're lethal 5.
Yeah, so it's like lethal 5. I don't think they have any Severe. I might be wrong.
I can't remember it. I remember getting slapped about by Tom
Catchsides.
Catchside. Shout out to Tom Catchsides. So I don't know what his opinion is. I know he's probably one of the favorite player on Phobos at the moment.
Yeah, he slapped both of us about a knots, didn't
he? Yeah.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Plague Marines. Contagion's dead. Killed Contagion.
Bye.
It's still very good. It's just now you have to be poisoned to get the negative benefit of Contagion.
They get poisoned pretty quick anyway.
Yeah, I mean you can give that poison out quite easely. They've got a 1 CP ploy to just give out a poison. They've got the poison grenades. I don't think it's particularly bad. Yeah. I think it was a needed nerf because Contagion was too oppressive. It just means that now you can actually charge and fight other Plague Marines as long as you're not poisoned.
I never thought about that matchup. Plague Marines versus Plague Marines.
Damage reduction. Yeah, everyone's just fucking slap firing.
Yeah.
I guess in Plague Marine versus Plague Marine is mainly a shooting matchup, but yeah. Anyway, thanks players. I think we spoke a little bit about this before. Yeah, we're big nerfs. We spoke a little bit about this before we started recording. They've changed the Get Down Mr. President to be visible too. Same with most of the other Get Down Mr. Presidents in the game now.
Yep.
Lead the Procession has been nerfed so that you can't move more than 3 inches if you're being led, which is a good change. I think it's clear that they want Sanctifiers to be tanky, and they don't want them to be fast. So I think this is just clear of the direction that they want Sanctifiers to go into. And then Blaze, they've brought it in line with the Novitiates Blaze, which is you have to inflict damage with the crit to get the Blaze off, which is again is good. I don't think it's going to nerf them too hard. I think they're still going to be very strong. It's pretty much as I predicted, where I thought they were going to get a light slap, and I think they've only got a light slap, so it's good.
Yep,
it's good. Scouts. So Embolden Aspect being clarified that you can use it after any rerolls, and then it's obviously the retain a normal as a success. A normal as a crit. Sorry, I should have written a normal success as a crit. So just a rules clarification for Scouts. Warp Coven. Again, another team that I just can't be asked reading the rules for because there's so many words. The Prospine.
Strongest power. That.
Yeah, Prospine Kopesh has been nerfed to 4 attacks. I think it used to be 5, but they've given it balanced, which is good.
Yeah.
And then again, they've removed Ceaseless if you already had balanced. Good change.
Yep.
And then Wormblade apparently is next. And Christian Loyalty.
Yeah, change on one of the 5/5 ploys.
Change on one of the 5/5 ploys. Sure. So add if it's a shoot action, the other opposite only in cover or obscured if the original target was. Okay, cool. So it's similar to how Blast works in the core rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, quick rundown of all of the changes that we've compiled. I think that is all of them.
What do you think overall with this? I don't know. I'm a 50-50 about this patch. I think there is they could have done more in certain situations. I think it's light-hearted, but I also don't think they want to dramatically change it. A lot of people saying the meta is a little bit messy at the moment, and I think this would have been a really good opportunity to reset it before the new season. But I don't think they're going to do. Well, I say that it depends on when the new season comes out, because this new season could dramatically change a lot of stuff anyway, couldn't it? So, new season could be out end of next month, beginning of September. So.
Yeah, I think it's just caution. I think they're just siding with caution. I think that's fine. I think they've nerfed some of the stuff, but they've been very careful. I think it was kind of as I predicted, where I thought that Goremongers were going to get quite heavily nerfed. I've been quite heavily nerfed.
I think they needed it. I think
they did, yeah. I mean, I didn't think Goremongers were that bad when I was playing Blades of Cain, and I could just double shoot them all the time. But having played
I wonder how L's going to take it. Do you know?
I don't think the number one monger is gonna stop anytime soon. I think he's gonna be fine.
Shout out to L at Deadwood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I think rolling forward towards the new box. We're recording this on the day of the data slate, so we've had not long just received the information about the next season, which is going to include obviously the new Necron terrain, Necrons, and Death Watch, which I think again is 2 5-man teams by definition.
I think the Necrons are 8. I think.
I don't think they count though. I think they count as 5.
Yeah. The little gribblies that don't. Yeah. But
they're sweet.
Yeah, because they've got the reanimator and stuff as similar as. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it works. I'm interested in both teams to an extent. I know that the Death Watch is going to be exceedingly popular. So,
yes.
But yeah, I do really like the new Geomancer model. It looks very cool.
It does. Interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's time to get back on your kill team boots, everyone. Time to get ready. I think you got another month before the new season. I'm interested in what's going to go on, and hopefully this balance patches does do something towards keeping the metal nice and clean. So,
yeah. I mean, I don't think any of the changes are particularly bad for anyone. I don't think anything is like now unplayable.
I agree.
Yeah, and Breach has got a good buff, which is cool. So.
Yep, I think it's good, and I'm really glad they've nerfed Nemclaw. I don't think they've went far enough though, to be fair.
Poor Nemclaw, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't
I'll just say that just because I know someone.
No. Poor Nemclaw. Tom didn't deserve this. GW targeted Tom in particular with this round of nerfs.
Yeah, that's what they should have just said in the supplementary information, because of Tom.
Because of Tom.
And the following word of text.
Anyway. Yeah. Fairly tame, but hopefully I can get this all slapped out and up in about an hour, and it'll be good. And we'll record another thing to talk about the recent community news soon, I think, as well.
Yeah, we've got another event coming up beginning of August, still in August at the Outpost. If anyone is interested in playing some Kill Team, let us know. But your boys will be back at some point in the near future, and we'll do a community update and keep you posted on what's been going off.
Indeed. Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
See you all soon.
For watching. Yeah. Do the YouTube
Love you, bye.
things. Bye.